Hey everyone, and welcome to Boss Advisory. Today we're going to talk about $1 million generational wealth guide. Being born with a silver spoon is a high society insult. Wealthy families seem to have everything from birth. Many individuals forget the effort and hard work the family's founders made to create their lifestyle and advantages. These founders labored and sacrificed to develop something they can pass on to future generations by creating generational wealth. Every parent dreams of establishing a happy, healthy, and meaningful life for their children. Wealthy family founders wanted their families to have an easier time and a better life than the previous generation. What is generational wealth and how is it different from personal wealth? Generational wealth is when a family passes on substantial assets to subsequent generations. The family's generational riches or fortune was built through hard labor and sacrifice. Many millionaires and billionaires are self-made. They built their wealth via hard effort. Most in this group made their fortunes by hard work and sacrifice, like family fortune creators. Some lucky people fall into fortune, like lottery winners. Though history has shown that many lottery winners would lose their fortunes, some owing to unlawful business operations and others through imprudent investments. Many people don't plan for the long term, but those who envision future generations using their wealth do. Who has generational wealth? The names of families with generational wealth read like a who's who of the rich and powerful. The Rothschilds have generational riches. The 17th century family rose to prominence. When Oshel Rothschild started his banking firm, the family expanded to 5 European courts. The family's riches grew over time, becoming one of the world's largest. Some people built generational wealth, so future generations could use it, depending on parameters. Franklin, one of the founding fathers, left Philadelphia and Boston $2,000 to divide. Franklin's bequest required the cities wait 200 years for the money. The trust was $6.5 million when the cities got the money in 1990. The Rhodes Scholarship sent postgraduates to Oxford in 1902. Cecil John Rhodes' 1899 will formed the Rhodes Trust and this scholarship. The scholarship was created to strengthen the British Empire's unity and British-American ties. How can you make generational wealth, and how long will it take? Generational wealth can rarely be produced in a single generation. You may not have much money, but you can create generational wealth by passing on your generation's windfall to the next. Most people accomplish this by leaving money to their heirs in their will. This money lasts a generation. First-generation inheritors will pass riches to the second and third generations, and so on. Only a gown can secure a lengthy line of inheritors and generational wealth. Generational wealth is a crucial long-term investment. Generational wealth is built upon the idea that slow and steady wins the race. A family with great assets, if they want to preserve assets for future generations, they'll invest conservatively in their assets. Long-term financial and physical investments are common. Physical assets are long-term stable, unlike stocks, bonds, and loans. These actual items might cost a few dollars to millions. Land or rights can be long-term investments for a family's fortune. Other sorts of physical assets cost less than these, though. A family can buy precious metals. A family may invest in treasures like paintings or rare books. Long-term, these assets may appreciate, but they won't depreciate. Trust funds are utilized by families and individuals to establish generational wealth. A trust fund relies on compound interest and long-term investments. Compound interest is advanced. Basic interest earns a specific amount based on principal invested over time. Compound interest grows the amount earned based on the principal investment and prior interest payments. Compound interest can develop enormously. Trust funds also buy as they pay interest before maturing. Long-term, low-risk bonds are popular with trust funds that aim to invest cautiously. Outside of a direct trust fund, Generational wealth can be established in a family-owned firm or property. Newborns are given stakes in the family business. Unlike other equities, these would revert to the shareholder's family upon death. This can continue until the family business fails. What are some of the potential dangers to your newly built generational wealth? Generational wealth has many benefits. Generational wealth gives family members a better start than the preceding generation. Wealth can't buy happiness, they say. To some, this appears unfair because it ignores the sacrifices of past generations that made generational prosperity possible. Many wealthy families set up trust accounts for their members. This will relieve the next generation's burden and allow them to fulfill their goals. This allows trust fund and funds to start charities and philanthropies they normally couldn't. Generational wealth often funds scholarships. Many college students use familial money to make their college aspirations come true. Many state-sponsored scholarships began as private endowments like the Rhodes Scholarship to increase college enrollment. To afford college as it became more common, many states supplemented the endowment with lottery funds. Apart from scholarships, a grant also exists. A grant was donated to alleviate a problem with generational wealth. As many grants as there are, problems allow researchers to access cash to solve them. MacArthur grants allow smart people to do whatever they want. What may threaten your new generational wealth? Greed is the biggest threat to a family's wealth, savings, and inheritance. Families must all sacrifice. For future generations' prosperity, greed is a major threat to a family's prosperity. For most people, living well with little work is great, but some desire more and can destroy wealth. Family-friendly, several ways they steal money. They want to hoard all the wealth though. Rich families have killed to gain a larger share of the family money. Bad decisions and investments also threaten generational wealth. An egoistic son can lose a father's country. The best generational wealth analogy is, unless a family has qualified wealth managers, the family's wealth could disappear. True cliche, spoiled brats born with a silver spoon ruined the family. While philanthropists come from wealthy homes and do good, their opposites believe they're superior than everyone else because of it. As others do, they assume they're smarter and superior. This attitude will cause them to waste the family riches since they won't heed to advice from professionals. People conceive of selfish millionaires and billionaires as Ponzi scheme victims. They forgot about the countless trust funds. Trust fund administrators have a fiduciary duty. In other circumstances, managers must invest in Ponzi schemes against their better judgment because the investment is known. If not, they're accountable under the faithless servant legislation. As the family grows exponentially, inheritances decline. Remember the Rothschild family, whose riches are unknown? The family's development over the years has certainly put a strain on the family fortune. No matter how large an estate is, there's only so much money and assets that can be divided and passed around before nothing is left. Generational wealth is for future generations, not the present. Regardless of family size, money must be spent in the following generation. If you want your family's future generations to enjoy a better life, you must work hard, sacrifice, and invest in low-risk long-term assets. You can create family wealth. With this family's riches, they can do things sooner. With careful planning, a family fortune can last for decades. Thank you guys so much for watching Boss Advisory. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and hit the bell so you get notified on every new incredible content we make for you. Have a wonderful day and see you on the next one.